Okay, let's get into it. Just want to go over my pre-market game plan going into tomorrow, and then I'll do a session recap of today. So overall, solid day in the markets. Discord and I, we've been very, very patient, right? Holding our water, letting our trades come to us, understanding the market conditions, not forcing trades, right? We avoided a fake out on Friday, right? With that squeeze being a bull trap on the overall market. We had a cash day on Monday. I believe I uploaded the live trading session from yesterday. So we took, our trade on Apple. We went long over 279, and then today a beautiful break and retest on Netflix to the downside. Netflix is the only tech name that is bearish bias, and we were trending to the downside. So a super solid shot on Netflix. That was a beautiful trade, letting our trade come to us, right? But the overall market's just been stuck in a channel. So today's a good day here. The Feds cut the rates again, third time this year. We finally got outside of this channel. So let's go here on the daily for SPY, right? We got the breakout. So tomorrow I'm just looking for a pullback long off of 685.80. That's all I'm looking for. You can see there's some resistance up here. That's no surprise. We're pushing to all-time highs. We can expect some selling pressure to step in, but very solid. I was looking for this, during power hour to see if I can get a swing trade going into tomorrow, but you can see we broke and I never got that retest. So coming into tomorrow, right, I'm just looking for a pullback long off of 685. Clearly, we're bullish bias on the overall market. We finally got outside of this channel. So, hopefully, if we do pull back, we just don't fall back under 685 because then we'll just be, back stuck in that range. But the last 2 weeks has been slow in the markets, and we've been really, really good, holding our water and being patient and understanding the pros and cons to our system. So tomorrow, pull back long off the 685.80. This is our last key level before we see all-time highs. If we sweep, all-time highs during the pre-market, because we do have red folder news tomorrow at 5:30, I believe unemployment claims. So, if we end up making a new all-time high during, the pre-market, I'm pretty much just hands off here. We still do need a retest here. Of course, I'm not really looking for a break and retest over 689.70 because obviously, right, I feel like you're late to the party entering at the top of the range. So just looking for a pullback long here off of 685.80. Qs, clearly, we did our job. We found a key level here. We can see we keep pushing up into this 629.05, and sellers are stepping in. Qs is no longer really in a channel though. I want to see this channel here. Give me one sec. Turn into support. That's exactly what I want to see. This channel turn into support. We got the breakout today. That's exactly what I'm looking for tomorrow. I'm looking for a pullback long off of 264.50 or a break and retest over 629. Clearly, SPY's a little bit stronger compared to the Qs. So this is an A plus shot. This is an A plus shot. You can see key resistance level here. That's exactly what I'm looking for going into tomorrow, right? Break and retest over this. I love the confluence here just because it's also the previous day high and a daily resistance level that keeps getting respected. So either a pullback long to 624 or break and retest over 629. Nothing for me on Tesla. Just keeping a lookout here for my break and retest over 466. Nvidia, I'm watching this. This is the A plus shot here over 184.50. We've done really, really well avoiding the fake outs here. Just reading the market, right? Looking at, the relative strength, relative weakness. We avoided a fake out yesterday. We avoided a fake out on Monday. We've done really, really well holding our water here. Key level here, we're starting with this 184. Obviously under 184, I'm not looking to touch this name, but coming into tomorrow or the next day or Monday, it doesn't matter when it sets up. I'm just looking for a break and retest over 184.50 here. You can see actually during power hour, there's relative weakness compared to NVIDIA. I just showed you SPY and Qs pushing to the upside, and NVIDIA is actually pulling back. So relative weakness there going into power hour. Here, Apple. Apple's flirting. Apple is very strong. In my opinion, out of every tech name, Apple is the strongest on the higher time frame. This thing, it looks good. You can see we're pretty much just stuck in a channel, just like a lot of these names. You can clearly see, right? Stuck in a channel. So just looking for a break and retest over 279 or a pullback long to 275.90. One or the other. That's literally been the game plan since Monday. So same thing going into tomorrow. AMD, it's in a channel. Nothing for me here. I'm hands off. I'm just looking for a break and retest over 225. Clear resistance level here. Every time we push up, sellers push this thing down. So channels I stay away from. A plus shot over 225. And then beautiful, beautiful trade here on Netflix. I'll go here, break this down really quick. Right? Discord and I, we caught that. That was super solid, very clean. You can see, right? We are bearish bias. We're trending to the downside. Right? I just showed you SPY and Qs. That's near all-time highs. And look at Netflix, the complete opposite. So, right, the trend is your friend, the dip is your best friend. So coming into tomorrow, I'm looking for, I doubt it. We'll see. But a pullback long, I'm sorry, pullback short off of 95. Keep in mind, we broke this on the daily. Still need to retest. So either pullback short, off of 95, or just a break and retest under 91.80. We are bearish bias. This thing is trending to the downside. So I'm all in these. Today, beautiful, beautiful trade here. Beautiful trade here. Yesterday, we took our trade on Apple to the upside. Today, right off the pre-market plan, we shorted Netflix off the weekly level, right? 95.50, strong level here, break, retest. That was textbook. That was textbook. We got in roughly, I think it was around here. Yeah, it was here. We're very patient, waited for the displacement, got the break. Give me one sec. Right, got the break. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, got the break, good displacement. Um, Seller stepped up here, got that push. As long as we are under our 95.50, all of that is noise. And we ended up catching a decent trade to the downside today on Netflix. Very simple though. Very simple. Just patience. Letting our trade come to us, taking trades off of key levels. Support, support, break and retest. I love the confluence here because it was also the previous day low. Big RR to the downside. That was beautiful. That was textbook. So game plan going into tomorrow, right? Finally, FOMC passed. Hopefully, things can pick back up. A lot of these tech names are still stuck in a channel, right? Tesla's still stuck in a channel. Nvidia's still stuck in a channel. AMD's stuck in a channel. Even though Apple was very bullish, clearly, right, still stuck in a channel. So, we're not done yet. The only name that looks good and that's trending is Netflix. But it is a big deal today that, the overall market, technically, look at this on the 1 hour, right? We did break outside of this channel. We did. So we just got to be patient, right? Let's see what these names end up doing. Let's see what the overall market ends up doing. Hopefully, if Qs can break over 629.05, that can help, a lot of these names like Nvidia and Apple break outside of their channels. So hope you guys are having a good week. So far, so good. And I will see you guys on the next one.